So hello and welcome back to another tier ranking video, guys. Now, as promised, I would do The Walking Dead next. So these are going to be, this is my tier ranking of Walking Dead characters. This was requested and I've seen everything Walking Dead. I'm actually really up to date. I've seen all 9 or 10. We're on season 10 now, aren't we? I think, actually. Yeah, I'm up to date. I can't remember the season. I've seen 10 seasons of The Walking Dead. I've seen 5 seasons of Fear. I haven't seen the latest season 6 episodes. And I did suffer through, bravely, The Walking Dead Well Beyond. But this is for characters from the main show. And I'm not going to lie, I used to love The Walking Dead up to about Series 7 time. Series 8 just wasn't very good, so that's when I sort of lost interest. So characters from sort of Series 8 onwards, even though I've seen it, I'm not super familiar with them, because I'm seeing here on this tier list, as you guys can see as well, there are a lot of characters here from the later seasons, which isn't great for me. But as you go down the list, you can see there's some early characters on here. So they're the ones which I'll definitely be better at putting on the tier list here. There's a lot of characters, so let's go quick. So first up, we've got Noah, who was really only in Series 5. I'm going to put him as a C-list character. You know, he wasn't awful, I guess, but he didn't, you know, he was in one season. He was there for Beth's story arc in Series 5, and then he just died. So, next up, Daryl's dog. I'm just going to put as a D. It's a dog. How much could a dog do in the Walking Dead world? This girl can go down as a D. The two girls from Series 4, I really didn't like them. They were super annoying. They got in the way of the plot. Okay, so then we've got this character here who's deaf. I'm going to be a bit kind. I'm going to put her as a B. The Walking Dead doesn't like to push itself too much, especially in its later seasons. It's become a very lazy show. So for them to put a deaf character in, I actually give them a lot of credit for that. And they're trying to make her Daryl's romantic interest, which is kind of cool because, God, Daryl's been in it long enough. I think that his character sort of deserves a romantic character to get on with. So it's like, you know, I'd give him a bit of credit for her. We got this guy who was like part of the Wolves. Yeah, sure, he can go down there. He didn't really do anything, did he? Morgan. I'll put Morgan as an A. I really, really enjoy Morgan. He's one of the better characters in the show, that's for sure. Carol. Carol can go to... I'm struggling with Carol because there are times where I really hate her. She done stuff in the show which was so annoying. But in terms of development, I'm going to put her as an S. Her character developed so well over the first 4 or 5 seasons. I remember her taking a few steps backwards in terms of character development, and I was a bit annoyed that the writers done that. But they pulled her back a bit, I believe. So yeah, she's got to go as an S, really. In terms of character development, they have done a lot with her. Go on to the other girls. She go there. Look, I could put her. I can actually move them about. I'll put her next to her sister. This guy here can go as a C. I mean, yeah, his character was so kind of pointless, I sort of thought. You know, he was there to help write off Carl, and then he was captured by the Whisperers, so he could then tell everyone back at camp what the Whisperers did, and then he dies. It's like his character was there just to inform other characters of stuff, I'm pretty sure. There wasn't much development. You got this doctor guy. He can go down there. Does anyone even remember him? Is this Jesus? I think it's Jesus. They've used a bit of an odd photo of him. I'll put Jesus as a B. He was a pretty badass. I liked him. Edith, I'll also put as a B. I really enjoyed her character, and I was really looking forward to seeing her grow with Carl. And then, yeah, Season 8 happened, and the season was a mess, and that was one of the story arcs which went down the drain. You got this guy who, you know, he can go as a C. I sort of understood his motivations. I know he was in the Kingdom, and he was sort of pushing for a bit of a rebellion earlier on in Series 7. His motivations were interesting, I guess, but yeah. You got one of Negan's right-hand mans. I guess I'll put him as a C as well. I kind of liked him, actually, in the scenes he had, because he was like the nicer leader of that group. Rick's going straight up as an S. I love Rick, and, you know, I shouldn't really move him about because they're not ranked, but I'm going to put Rick at the front because he is such an awesome character. Andrew Lincoln played the hell out of him. And I'm actually quite looking forward to the Rick movie, even though, of course, the showrunner from seasons, those mid-seasons that I don't really like too much, is making the movie. So there's not loads of hope. But I'm looking forward to it for Andrew Lincoln. Dwight can go as an A. I really enjoy Dwight. He's a fun character. And I like what they've done with him so far in Fear the Walking Dead. Dale. I loved Dale. I'm going to put him as an A. Dale was one of my favourites. I remember being really upset when he died in Season 2. And it was very out of the blue. Really enjoyed it. We got this character here I'm going to put as a C. She just hasn't done much yet, has she? I mean, there isn't many memorable things that a character's done yet. Rosita. Rosita can go... No, I think Rosita can go as an A. I really enjoyed her, especially in series 4 and 5. I really liked what they done with her character. And she had quite a lot to do in series 7, actually, surprisingly, sort of standing up to Negan. So, yeah. Mel can go out the top. Love Mel. In terms of character development, he was fantastic to see. You know, when we see him in season 1, he's just a horrible guy. And then when we're reintroduced to him, he's still a horrible guy, but you see him throughout season 3 come round. And what they done with his character in one season was some of the best character work The Walking Dead has done. This kid can go down here. Who cares about him? Is her name Cherie? Something like that. Dwight's wife. She can go down there. She hasn't done much. I know she's been reintroduced in Fear the Walking Dead season 6, but as I say, it's the only Walking Dead thing I haven't seen yet. So, we got this girl who can go. She can go here. With this new group of characters, there's a lot of room for development still, I think. And with the remaining episodes of Series 10, if you want to call it part of Series 10, I don't know. Do you call it part of Series 10? I don't know. With that and the upcoming Series 11, the final season, hopefully they can develop those two a bit more. This guy, the King's Guard, I'm going to put him as a B. He's just funny. He's just a pleasant character on screen. A lot of the characters in The Walking Dead now are kind of a bit dreary and a bit, I don't know. You need something with a bit more life and excitement, a bit more of a happy face. And this guy does it. I like him. Tara, I didn't like Tara. I'm going to put her as a C. I can't put her as a D because her character did grow. But I found her character super annoying. I really did. This guy here, I mean, I guess I'll put him as a C. I mean, he was a no, not Whisperer. He was one of Negan's crew, wasn't he? And he sort of come around a bit, so I guess I'll put him there. Herschel. Herschel's going as an A. Oh, S, sorry. I loved Herschel. Herschel was such a cool character. Rest in peace to the actor, of course. He had maybe the most heartbreaking death in the show. Okay, this guy, he's one of the kids in there, the people who used to have Alexandra, I think. He can go as a D. Didn't really care for him. Glenn. Glenn's getting up as an S. We love Glenn. His character, if anything, had some of the best treatment, and he had the perfect amount. He was in, like, all the good seasons of The Walking Dead. He sort of quit. Well, not quit, but his character left sort of when the show went, like, sort of downhill. And I'm pleased that they kept to his comic book death, because it was so iconic. And as someone who's actually read the comics, I was very nervous about how they were going to handle the whole introduction of Negan. And I'm really pleased with the way they went. Andrea, I'm going to put as an A. I found her super annoying at times, but her character was very well written in Series 3. And she has one of my favourite episodes. I think it's the second to last episode of Series 3, where she's just running away from the governor. It was one of my favourite episodes. I loved it. Okay, you got this guy who's in charge of Terminus. He could go as a C. I can't even remember this guy. Jeez, he can go as a D. Shane is going straight up as an S as well. Now, I know Shane wasn't in it long. He was more or less in, what, 15, 16 episodes? But his character development was insane. John Barnshall is such an incredible actor. And fantastic character. I had to put him there. Even though he wasn't in it long, his descent from good guy, a good friend, to insane madman who will do whatever it wants to get what he wants. Insane character work. I love it. Okay, we got this woman who was like the Dr. Alexandra. She can go as a C. Here we have Negan. Now, this might be a bit controversial. I'm going to put Negan as an A. I love Negan. He's absolutely one of my favourite characters to watch in the show. But why have I not put him as an S? In terms of character work, I'm waiting to see more development for him. His backstory, we don't know much about it going by the TV show at the minute. At the minute, it's like I want more history on this character to really understand why he was evil in the first place. Because we didn't really get why he was super evil. It's just like, here he is. He's a super fun character who's a bad guy. And he thinks he's helping people, saving people. But I want to see more development for this guy. However, I think by the time the show's up, because I know they're doing backstory for him very soon, I think he will be an S by the time this is done. I absolutely love Negan. I do. But I can't justify putting him on the same level as these characters, because in terms of writing, it's not quite up there with those. Okay, this guy here from Series 1 who beats his wife, he can just go down there. You go down there. Okay, this character, I'm going to put her as a D. I know she's new, but she done nothing. Martinez can go as a C. You notice I'm remembering names from the older seasons more, just because I enjoyed them a lot more. Martinez could go as a C. His character got a lot more interesting as it went on. This guy can go as a D. Barely remember him. Okay, the guy from the Whisperers. I like the Whisperers, actually. I thought they were really menacing, and they were actually kind of creepy. But no, I'll put him as a B. I quite liked him. He was pretty cool. Okay, Amy, you know, she can go as a D. She really didn't do anything. Judith can go B. You know, her character, I find her quite interesting. I like how she's grown up on the show. Simon, I think that's his name. No, Trevor's GTA, isn't he? I'm going to call him Trevor still, because to me it's just Trevor. I'll put him as a C. I want to put him higher because I love the actor, but okay, this guy can go as a C. This guy can also go D. Sorry, this guy can also go as a D. This chick can go as a D. Okay, Maggie, here we go. Maggie can go straight up here as an S. Fantastic character work. Laura Cohen plays it really well as well. Okay, this guy, Mr. Music Man, he can go as a C. This guy can go as a D. The Governor. Controversial. I'm going to go an S. That's right, I've put him above Negan. While I enjoy watching Negan more, I do, the development of the Governor was fascinating. You got that this guy was broken, deluded, and mentally unstable, with him keeping his zombie daughter locked up. And when he went evil, like full-on evil and started killing people, you got this guy was full of rage. He was just a bad, nasty guy. David Morrissey played it super well. I think the Governor is one of the best written TV villains, genuinely. Even though I will admit I prefer watching Negan, the Governor is a better written character at the minute, in my opinion. Next up, we've got Laurie, who can go as a C. You know, she can't go as a D because her character she was interesting enough. There was enough writing behind her, but her character was super annoying. Sophia can go down here. You know, she didn't really do anything. Michonne is going, of course, right up here. Fantastic, well-written character. Okay. I'm going to put this character up as a B. Oh, I can't even think of her name off the top of my head. The daughter, of course, of the Whisperer. Yeah, she's one of the better characters from the new, from the late seasons of The Walking Dead. I think by the time Series 11 ends, when the show ends as a whole, I think she'll definitely be an A, and who knows, maybe even potentially an S. I actually find her a lot more interesting than Carl, I think, because she's sort of taken his place a bit. Okay, this guy can go down here. His character was terrible, honestly. He was in Season 1, and he comes back for 2 minutes in Series 8. Terrible. Series 8 was just such a bag of shit. Okay, we got the police officer woman. She can go as a C. The tiger can just go as a D. It's a tiger, for God's sake. This guy could go as a D. I forget his name, but I haven't read I read the comics like 6 years ago, and then I read the final ones as they come out. I know this guy played a big part in the comics because I remember it, but he was in like 2-3 episodes of the show. And the woman who Rick kind of had a love interest with, I'm just going to put her as a D because I just don't remember her. Father Gabriel can go up as a B. This woman can go D. Daryl. Yeah, I suppose he's got to go an S. I find Daryl very boring at times now. He just kind of grunts. I don't think Norman Reedus is a fantastic actor. You know, I just don't find characters that just go, right, yeah, we'll do that. I don't find them kind of characters particularly interesting. There's not loads of depth to him, if you really think about it. But his character has grown. He's gone from, you know, someone who was snobby and used to just stick up for his brother a lot to a likeable guy. Even though, for me, Daryl was definitely at his best in Series 2, without a doubt. Series 3 and 4, he was also really good. And his character just sort of dwindled away and got a bit boring and stale for me. Okay, this guy can just go down here. You know, he didn't really do anything. The guy from the prison. I don't know. I mean, it's maybe because Series 3 and 4 sort of when I was really into the show. I want to put him as a C, but he didn't... No, I'm going to put him as a C. He's better than all these characters, I know that. Okay, the woman who was in charge of Alexandria. I'm going to put her as a B. I found her interesting. She was just a really interesting character, seeing her point of view on things. Who the hell is this guy? Well, he's going to go there, because I can't even remember who he is. Okay, the doctor guy from Series 3. I'm going to put him as a B. Alright, she's going as a D. Who the hell? I barely remember her. This guy sort of had a romantic connection with Carol for a bit. I really like this guy, the prisoner. The other one who actually lasted a bit longer. He can go there. King Ezekiel. I think I will put him as an A. His character's come a long way. He's actually gotten better over time. I didn't like him at first. I actually liked it when he lost all of his power and stuff. He'd just become a lot more interesting. He wasn't so cocky and so, you know, like, talk like he was royalty. Like I've read a load of science fiction books or adventure books when I was younger. And now I'm just going to become this character I read in books. It's like, stop, just act like a normal person, please. This series is meant to be set in the real world. No one acts like this. Okay. T-Dog, coolest name ever. Love it. But in terms of character development, yeah, he's a C. It's about as far as he can go. And yeah, this guy here can go as a D as well. You know, who cares about him? Okay, Carl. Carl's a difficult one because I'm going to put him as an A. You know, I don't think Chandler Riggs is a very good actor. Carl done some of the most annoying and backwards things in the entire show. Some things which made no sense. Like, no human would react like this. This is just selfish, petty, and I just genuinely can't even see some of the worst human beings acting like this. However, his character did grow a lot over time, and he did have some really cool moments. I think his character got better, actually, in, like, Season 7 and 8, until they killed him, and his death was horrible, like, embarrassingly bad. Next up, we got the doctor guy. I guess I'll put him as a C. Abraham. I loved Abraham. Abraham can go as an A. I really, really enjoyed Abraham. I predicted he would be the one to get the bat. I thought if they'd done Abraham, they wouldn't do Glenn, so I kind of got Glenn a bit wrong. But I predicted he'd be the one to get the bat, and it was a real shame, because he was kind of like one of the last funny characters I remember being on the show. Sasha, who left because Star Trek bought her. I'll put her up here as an A as well. Her character come a long way. This guy can go as a D. Alpha, she really creeped me out. I guess she can go as a B. I found her really interesting. I was kind of happy when she died, because her accent used to get on my nerves as well, but she was a really interesting character. Okay, this woman can go down here. Okay, I forget this guy's name, but I suppose he can go as a B. Gregory, I think his name is. I actually quite enjoyed Gregory. He can go as a B. It was interesting just seeing a character that was that... I don't know, self-absorbed with making sure he was covering his own back the whole time and on everyone's good side. I think his name was Jim, the guy who they left by the tree in Season 1. He could just go down there. It's a bit of a shame, because I love Season 1, but his character's purpose was just to die. He was like the first character in this show where the other characters had to realise that, okay, we got to leave him. Which is something that they come to do a lot in the show after him. Randall, I kind of felt bad. Randall could go as a C, you know, because his character is like, yeah, if I was in his position, I would have probably acted the way he did, like begging to survive. Tyrese can go up here as a B. Eugene can go as a B. Oh, no, I'm tempted. No, I'm going to move him up. I'm going to move him to an A, actually. I really do enjoy Eugene, thinking about it. Okay, this guy who was... he can go there. Didn't really care for him. The woman who stayed with the doctor can go there. Beth, I really enjoy the character of Beth. She can go up as an A. I really liked what they done with her, especially in her hospital episodes. And I thought it was very poetic that they actually killed her at the end of that. Can't even remember this guy. Jeez. The woman who liked the governor, she can go there. This guy, Bob. Actually met Bob in real life. Met him at a Comic-Con. But Bob can go as... no, you know what? I'm going to put Bob as a B. Because he gave some really nice speeches to Rick there at the start of Series 5. The 3 or 4 episodes he was in at the start of Series 5, he was stealing every scene, to be fair. And he was fun during Season 4, the one he was actually in. And then we got this woman. She can go as a C. But there we go. There is my Walking Dead tier ranking list. Let's have a look at it overall. I'm actually very happy with what I've done here. The only one I'm sort of debating in my head is maybe Morgan. Maybe Morgan should be in it. No, I'm going to leave him as an A. Morgan and Negan, I want to say, are very close to being S's. Because I know that Morgan and Negan are very well-loved characters. They're very close to being S's for me. But for me, the S category are just characters which have been really well written, I think, for the most part. Yeah, and they're just all thoroughly entertaining characters. I love all the A characters as well, I want to say. B are the ones where it starts to crackle a bit. They're really good characters, but there's room for improvement on the ones that are still alive, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 6 that are still alive in category B, I think, could make it to A's by the time the show's done. C's are characters I just don't really care about, and D's are, God, I forgot half these characters existed. But yeah, there we go. This is my tier ranking list of Walking Dead characters. I hope you've enjoyed it as always, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a message, and as always, I'll see you next time for another video. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.